The rain hammered against the alley's corrugated metal walls as Dr. Aaron Vale made his way through the lower districts of Port Zenith. Most humans avoided this part of the station. Too many species, too many conflicts, too many things that could go wrong. But Aaron had never been good at looking away. That's when he heard it. A low, rattling wheeze that spoke of pain and desperation. He found the creature in a pile of refuse, its massive form curled against the cold. At first glance, Aaron thought it might be dead. The alien resembled a leopard from Earth, but larger, much larger, with bioluminescent spots that flickered weakly across its midnight blue fur. Deep scars crisscrossed its body, and one of its 6 legs bent at an unnatural angle. "Hey there," Aaron whispered, kneeling despite the filth soaking through his pants. "Easy now." The creature's eyes snapped open, intelligent, amber eyes that held far too much awareness for a simple beast. It growled, a sound that vibrated through Aaron's chest but didn't move to attack. It couldn't. The creature was dying. Aaron pulled out his medical scanner. The readings made him wince. Severe malnutrition, 3 broken bones, internal bleeding, and signs of long-term abuse. Whoever had owned this magnificent creature had discarded it like trash. "Not on my watch," Aaron muttered. Getting the creature, which his scanner identified as a Regarian apex native to the outer spiral, back to his clinic took 3 hours, 2 borrowed anti-grav sleds, and every favor he could call in. His assistant, a 4-armed Quellan named Tess, nearly quit when she saw what he'd dragged through the door. "Dr. Vale, that thing could kill you." "His name is Rhaegar," Aaron said, reading the faded collar still embedded in the creature's neck. "And he's a patient." The surgery lasted 14 hours. Aaron worked through the night, setting bones with titanium supports, repairing internal damage, and flooding Rhaegar's system with broad-spectrum antibiotics and synthesized nutrients. He'd treated hundreds of species in his years on the station, but never anything like this. When Rhaegar finally woke 3 days later, Aaron was dozing in a chair beside the recovery cage. The creature's eyes fixed on him with that same unsettling intelligence. Then slowly, deliberately, Rhaegar lowered his massive head in what could only be described as a bow. "You're welcome," Aaron said softly. Recovery was slow. Rhaegar couldn't walk properly for weeks, and the psychological scars ran deeper than the physical ones. Aaron learned that Regarian apex beasts were more than animals. They were semi-sentient, capable of complex emotion and even basic reasoning. They were also incredibly rare, worth a fortune on the black market. Rhaegar's previous owner had been a Kralix crime lord who'd used him in illegal fighting rings. When Rhaegar grew too old and scarred to win, he'd been dumped to die. "Bastards," Aaron growled, gently cleaning one of Rhaegar's wounds. The creature rumbled in what might have been agreement. As weeks turned into months, something remarkable happened. Rhaegar didn't just recover, he thrived. His bioluminescent spots glowed brighter, his muscle mass returned, and that noble bearing Aaron had glimpsed in the alley became unmistakable. More than that, a bond formed between human and alien beast that defied explanation. Then came the night everything changed. Aaron was closing the clinic when he heard shouting outside. 3 Kralix thugs burst through the door, weapons drawn. The lead one, scarred and massive, pointed a plasma pistol at Aaron's chest. "The Regarian," he snarled in broken standard. "Boss wants his property back." "He's not property," Aaron said, hands raised. "And he's not going anywhere." "Then you die, human." The thug's claw moved to the trigger. Aaron closed his eyes. The roar that erupted shook the entire clinic. Rhaegar exploded from the back room like a force of nature. His body, fully healed and powerful beyond measure, moved with predatory grace. The first thug went down before he could scream. The second managed to fire once, the shot going wild, before Rhaegar's jaws closed around his weapon arm. The third turned to run. He didn't make it to the door. When silence fell, Rhaegar stood between Aaron and the door, sides heaving, bioluminescent spots blazing like stars. Then he turned, walked calmly to Aaron and sat, waiting. "Good boy," Aaron whispered, legs shaking. "Very good boy." The authorities came. Station security had questions, but the clinic's cameras told the story clearly: self-defense. The Kralix crime lord was arrested when investigators traced the thugs back to him. Turned out he had outstanding warrants across 3 systems. But the real surprise came a week later. A delegation from the Regarian homeworld arrived at Port Zenith. Apparently, Regarian apex beasts were considered sacred on their planet. ancient guardians that had once protected their civilization. When they learned one had been abused and then saved by a human, they insisted on meeting Aaron. Dr. Vale, the delegation leader, said, her own leopard-like features dignified and regal. You have honored one of our most sacred creatures. In return, we wish to honor you. They offered him citizenship, a research position, wealth beyond imagination. Aaron politely declined it all. I'm just a medic, he said. I did what anyone should do, help someone who needed it. The delegation leader smiled. That is precisely why we honor you. Few possess such compassion across species lines. In the end, Aaron accepted only one thing: legal guardianship of Rhaegar, recognized across all civilized space. No one would ever hurt him again. As the delegation departed and life returned to normal, Aaron sat in his clinic with Rhaegar's massive head resting on his lap. The creature's purr, a sound like distant thunder, vibrated through them both. You know, Aaron said, scratching behind Rhaegar's ears, I went looking for you that night because I couldn't walk away. Turns out you couldn't either. Rhaegar's amber eyes met his, and Aaron could have sworn he saw understanding there. More than that, gratitude, loyalty, and something that looked remarkably like love. Humans had a saying, save a life and it becomes your responsibility. But sometimes, Aaron thought, it worked both ways. In the darkness of space on a station where 1,000 species mixed and mingled, a human medic and an alien beast had found something precious. A bond that transcended words, transcended species, transcended everything but simple, stubborn compassion. And that, Aaron reflected, was the most human thing of all.